There was a huge change that I was not ready for when I left corporate America and started selling for myself in business. And every coach, every business owner needs to know this and needs to understand this. Let's talk about it. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of learning sales skills because if you're not getting a lot of opportunities, then you want to make sure that when they come, you're ready. You're going to close that sale. But the reality is that hit me is that when you work for corporate America, a lot of things are done for you, meaning that the product is already there. They've already done the research. They already know that this is something that they want to do. So if you're brought in to sell that product, you just come in, do what you do, and sell it. But as an entrepreneur, that is not the case. You are the research and development team, you are the marketing team, you are all of those things. So what I've learned is that a lot of coaches are really not prepared for that transition. They really haven't thought about maybe I need to spend a little more time on my product, making sure that I'm getting in front of the right buyer and have my messaging in a way that helps me to sell this product or service. So when I first started coaching, I had sold millions for companies. I had led $1 million sales teams. But what happened is when I started doing it for myself, I failed. I wasn't able to sell initially because I really didn't have a good gauge for number one, what was my target market actually looking for? What were they actually struggling with? I didn't have a really good gauge for that. I just knew that I had a skill. I had a skill that I could teach to people, and that's where I started. And that led me to really struggling in the beginning. And what I'm finding when I'm coaching is that a lot of coaches are having the exact same struggle. They know that they have a skill, they know that they have a product or service that's marketable, but they really have never had a process in place to identify whether it's the right person to talk to or if the product is something that they actually need or if it solves a problem that they're currently facing. The sales part of that is really just the language around that. What most coaches skip is that process of refining that product and service offering and that process of identifying who is the right person to get this product or service. And it costs a lot of time and energy. And I'll say the biggest cost is that most people think that it's just sales and they think they just suck at sales. And a lot of times they do, but that is not the only issue. In fact, it's not even the biggest issue because here's the truth. If you have the right product and the right buyer at the right time, then your sales skills do not have to be great. I could give you so many examples of this, but I'll give you one of my favorite. I remember being at the mall and there was a guy. He said he was deaf. And what he did was he went around to each table and he said, and he wrote a little note. He said, I am deaf. And then he said, if you could please support me to buy this pen for $2. Now, mind you, my guy went and bought this pack of pen probably for $2 and there was probably 20 pens in there. So he went around to each table, dropped off the pen, and then walked right back and either picked up cash or his pen. Now, he did this probably a few times and went home for the day with nothing but profit. Let's say it was $2. For $2, he made $40. That is a ridiculous amount of profit, right? The truth is that he did not have to be amazing at sales to do that. What he understood that on such a simple level that we all need to understand for our business is that number one, he had a product that people wanted. It wasn't the pen that we wanted. What we wanted is we wanted to feel better about ourselves. We wanted to feel like we were helping somebody that was asking for a simple ask that didn't cost us much. So he understood that thing and he had it down. He also was able to identify that we were the right people. We're sitting down already. He knows that on a normal basis, people really want to do the right thing. So he was able to identify, hey, I'm in a place people are already spending money and they're going to want to help a deaf person. So he understood these principles. He did not have to ask anybody anything other than what he wrote down on the table. There were no additional sales tactics or anything that he applied. He simply just understood the science behind it. Now, again, I don't know if this guy was scamming. He may not have been scamming. Who knows? But the truth of the matter is that he did not need the sales skills. Now, I'm not going to tell you don't need sales, and we will argue that in another conversation. You do need to be able to sell, because when that opportunity comes, you need to be ready. But what I do want to stress is that while you're working on your sales skills, you need to work on making sure that your product and your buyer are lined up correctly. The product is validated, the buyer is lined up correctly before we go into the skill. Now, I'm going to give you something today that you can go implement immediately and start this process. And I'm not going to give you the normal stuff that everybody else gives you, because I hear it 100 times. If you're in the guru world, you need to find your target market and you need to price it. Like, guys, you can go find that information anywhere. I'm going to share with you today what matters most. Go grab something real quick, write it down, put it in your phone. My daughter say, I don't write nothing down. Put it in your phone, because this is going to be some good information for you. So here we go. I'm going to tell you what to do and who to talk to. This is what you need to do. Here's what you need to do. You need to go find 5 people to talk to face to face or by phone, and we are going to ask them about your product or service. Now, we are not wanting to talk to just anybody. So write down the number 5, and we're going to talk to them about your product or service and get their feedback, good or bad. We want live feedback, because this is important. You can't just go talk to anybody. Your cousin, your mama love you. Listen, your cousin loves you, your mama love you. They're going to tell you certain things. You need to go to people that have very specific traits. So make sure y'all write this down, take a picture of it, screenshot it. I don't really care. But if you do this, you're going to have great information for your product or service. Here we go. So the traits of the people that you're looking for, these are people who are presently feeling the pain that you're selling. So for me, I needed to talk to people who were selling by phone and presently feeling the pain. And I made it clear I wasn't selling anything. I was starting a new venture and I needed their feedback. And you'd be surprised how many people are willing to do that. So present pain, that's number 1. Here's the second trait. This is good. Oh, this is good. These are people, the people that you find have already spent money trying to fix the problem. Their perspective is going to be completely different than somebody who's never spent money trying to fix it. They've been there, done that. They know what they like. They know what they didn't like. Man, that's gold. That's gold. Make sure you take advantage of that one for sure. Write it down, do whatever you need to. The last one, you want to make sure that you talk to people that can make a decision to buy. Their perspective, again, is going to be different. And what you'll find is that I cannot count how many times I did this talking to somebody and they were like, when you had this ready, hit me up, because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. Listen, I cannot count how many times I've actually done this, and the person that I was interviewing was like, yo, listen, whenever you have this, hit me up. I'm ready to go. I want to do this. That is powerful. So make sure that they can make a decision. So let's run that back. Number 1, they're feeling the pain daily. They're present in it. Number 2, they have already tried to fix this. They've already paid somebody else to try to fix it. So for me, it was a script or it was another coach, because those are the people that are going to give a completely unique perspective than somebody who's never tried to fix this before. And then number 3, they have the income and the ability to make a decision on their own. I got it. All right, guys. So this was a game changer for me. This set me up for success within a couple of days of doing it without corporate America or without anybody helping me. I was able to vet my own product or service and make sales consistently. So if you go do what I said to do, if you go practice this, you will get valuable feedback. When you do it, come back and let me know how it went. I would love to support you and connect. I will answer every single comment that you guys leave on the podcast or on YouTube. So make sure you guys leave those comments. Let me know that you implement it. I don't care that you like the idea. I get a lot of comments. Oh, that's a really good idea. No. Tell me that you did it. Tell me that you went out there and did it. All right. By the way, before you go, make sure you go today to kellyjamespro.com/score, kellyjamespro.com/score, and take the test and get your test score. It is 100% free. It will ask you about other offers if it's something that's applicable. I'll give you an example. If we determine through the score that you need to work on your sales conversation, it will recommend a product that can help you with that. But there is no hard sell. There's nothing that you have to buy to get the score. Get the score, find out where your sales is broken, and make sure that you fix those sales today, because if you don't have sales, you don't have a business. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.